Greetings, Commanders, and welcome to another Supercruise News. I am your host, Stephen Benedetti, and I'm joined with your other host, the spendiferous, the magical, the purple, pinky, lightened up dude, Zach Hawking. How are you, Zach?
I'm alright. I feel like, weren't they meant to be like alliterated? Like alliteration, wasn't that the key to these intros?
No, I just started doing them.
Okay.
Just was like, I want to make sure that my co-star feels, as excited as I am, as
Well, thank you,
loved
Stephen.
as loved as I am. So I started doing it with Bruce, and then Bruce kind of adopted it and started using it in Arthur. And he adopted, he stole it off of me. But yeah, so welcome to our weekly Supercruise news, and hello to everybody in the chat. Thank you all for joining us today on this lovely Tuesday at 4. If you don't know what's going on, we are from Fundraising Developments, and we're here streaming on Elite Dangerous. Every Tuesday we do Supercruise News, where we focus on any news in or out of game, be it a community happening or different things like that, or if we've got any news about in-game stuff around like CGs or any updates. And we normally just do that. We just chat, kind of show off some stuff for 30 minutes, show off some great community content, and then we play 30 minutes of just Elite Dangerous and have fun and chat with everybody. So, 07, thanks for joining us. Just before we start, there is two big things. First of all, there is no Twitch drops on today's stream. Actually, two things. There's no Twitch drops on today's stream. When we do have Twitch drops, they will be for special events, and we will announce them. Can tell you that we will have more Twitch drops, and we'll announce them on our social channels when they happen, but there's not happening today. And secondly, if you are watching on Twitch, thank you very much, Malik VR. If you're having difficulty on Twitch, we are over on YouTube, just dangerous. I can actually even fire the link in the chat. But if you have any issues on YouTube, then you can just dive straight over there and watch it there. And finally, we are working from home. So if there is any technical issues, like we literally had a technical issue just before the stream started, just because bans. Last week I had microphone problems. I now have this microphone, and everyone tells me the further it goes away, the worse my microphone gets. So
I feel like it's become tradition for every stream. We just complain about your microphone, Stephen.
Everybody does. They just love. They love my put the mic in your mouth. That kind of stream. So yeah. I totally took away from that. Yes, everyone hates my mic. It's okay. I love it. It's great. You just want to hear my sweet Scottish accent. It's a cool mic. Thank you. It is. So yes, we are working from home. So if there's any technical difficulties, if we drop out or if anything happens, please bear with us while we try and fix it. Obviously, we are happy. Is that a comedy mic prop? Oh. Tuck the mic into the hoodie. Was it like a clip? Do that. Just stand like a probably. I am not a mumbler. I'm actually Glaswegian. So that's the way that sounds. But anyway, Zach. So some people are asking, what's happening on today's Supercruise news? Would you like to tell us?
Yep. So we've got some in-game news as always. We've got some community bits that are upcoming this week. We've got a bit of Reddit headlines again. We're obviously going to cover stellar screenshots, and then we're going to do something that Stephen coined. I won't take any credit for this. It's called Couch to 5 Light Years, and basically it's just a way for us to chill out, talk to the chat, play a bit of Elite Dangerous, and just do some exploring some cool systems. So that is the plan.
Yeah, I think when you said it, you went today. I've started to go run again. It's that time where fitness is key. We're starting to get into February. We realised it's not acceptable to be eating a third Toblerone that you were given.
Well, that's always acceptable, to be fair. Like, let's not rule that out.
I mean, it depends how good your metabolism is, but mine does not. So I need to start going out, and I was like, well, we're doing some exploration. We don't do a lot of exploration on our Elite streams, but obviously Elite Dangerous is a lot of different play types. So we thought it'd be nice to highlight it, because these streams are really about being able to talk to you guys and seeing if you can answer any questions. And talking about questions, there's some news about questions, isn't there?
There is. So last Friday, the latest of our Q&As came out with Gareth Hughes, and this time it was covering ships and vehicles in Odyssey. So if you missed that and you wanted to see some answers on that specific subject, you can use !answers in the chat to find out more about that.
Yes, and we know that there's been some some good news that's came out from these like QA stuff that people are happy with, and there's some that people aren't happy with, and we totally understand. That's the kind of way the business goes. We can't make everybody happy, but we try our best. And what those answers are, what we have at the moment, and we can't wait to kind of show off in alpha, and we'll give it all a try. What else was it? There was no CG last week, was there?
Nope, no CG.
End of conversation. So, no, but there was a distress call, and I believe that some people were looking into the mysterious goings on. I believe some people have found it, and I believe some haven't. So, if you did want to go find out what was happening last week, but there's no CG on, but there was something weird going on in the galaxy, then you can check out the initial article using !distress call. ! Distress.
Yeah, I won't say much about the event and what it involves, but I was watching streams when it happened, and it blew my mind how quickly people found this stuff. Every time this happens, it still blows my mind because we try and make it harder every time, and still the community is very impressive with their efforts.
Well, this is what I remember. It was when the GoCon was actually about people. People literally were like on a stream with Malik. We put it out, and then everybody was like, "Oh my god, Malik's found it!" And all Paige said was, "Oh, it'd be good to be in this system at some point." Yeah. And there's some more news, isn't there?
There is, yeah. So, in case you missed the outcome of the last CG that did happen, Sirius Corporation have secured the hosting of the Galactic Summit. You can read that Galnet article using !Galnet. So, yeah, that was one that ran 2 weeks ago, and it was quite close. But yeah, Sirius won out in the end.
That's a serious result. Hey, but yes, let us move on from in-game stuff and focus on the community news. We actually shared this on Thursday. There is a new buckyball race that is out just now, I believe.
It's starting next week.
Next week,
6th of February.
6th of February, and it's called the Thargoid Structure Scramble. I can say that fast 3 times. This starts at Reed's Rest in the Merope system, and it follows a route through various Thargoid-related systems and planets. You'll be scanning things for science along the way and hoping you don't get caught by a Thargoid, as you'll need a Thargoid sensor in your hold. That'll be from the 6th to the 14th of February. And you can find out more by using !Thargoid Scrambler. Scrambler as in scrambled egg.
Yeah. So I just want to point out Orange Spark in the chat is repeatedly saying that I run out of fuel. This did happen to me over the weekend when I was playing the game. But I was rescued. So
how did you run out of fuel?
Do you ever get really cocky with your fuel limits and think, I actually can make this?
Never.
Okay, well I do. I was in a Type 9 and I was one jump away from where I needed to be when I ran out of fuel. And so I basically just turned everything off and waited. Everyone in the chat is saying no. Well, maybe that's my problem. But yeah, I was rescued by a friend, and everything is fine now. So thank you for your concern, Orange Spark. But yeah, it's all good.
Well, I mean, I think that's my audio looks like it's going haywire at the moment.
Nope, you sound fine to me.
Can everyone hear me better now? Is that better, or is that worse? Alex Jolly said that they'd literally ran out of fuel on their Type 9 the other day. Volume warning. Yes, I think it might have worked. I don't know. I didn't realise it was so bad. Yes, sorry, I was fumbling with some stuff. I've had problems with my microphone recently. I know it's a directional microphone. I know it's doing stuff. My eardrums just exploded. Apologies. At least you're awake. I've woken you up. Brilliant. Yes, fuel rats. Yes. And how did Orange Phoenix find this out?
He saw me tweet asking for help. I sent out a sort of distress beacon of my own, saying, "Is anyone around Naoni?" I think the system was, to help me out. But yeah, a friend responded. And you didn't go to the Fuel Rats website. I was on the Fuel Rats website, waiting to see whether my friend could help me or not. So I was ready to apply, but I feel like I didn't want to bother them with my
Yeah.
with my sorry state of a.
So sorry, but community
I'm right in the
manager
middle of
here.
the bubble. I've run out of fuel.
Well, I believe you deserve the shame. Everybody shame Zach in the chat. But there's more news, isn't there? There's more community news.
There is. Yeah, this one came to me today. I thought this was quite funny. So the Burpit community had the Boon Cake event over last week. The members of the community had to gather a lot of food resources in order to make as many fictional Tawanta Boon Cakes as possible. They used a mixture of rare and common ingredients for this. So they gathered enough ingredients to make 864,000 of these fictional cakes, and they only lost 3 commanders in the process. So that sounds like a fair trade to me.
I believe a lot of people are doing this. I think there is the Elite Baking Club.
Yeah.
I believe Primetime Casual just released a video about that. I think I saw that somewhere. And on top of that, our very own Dom, who works for us on Elite Dangerous, he actually does his own baking as well.
Nice.
I'm not a big baker. I'm more of a cook. I like to cook.
I agree.
Things. If you follow my Instagram. If you follow my Instagram, it's all like that, just find food, that's it. And
Is this a plug?
Well, I actually flambéed for the first time.
Right. Do you want to explain what that means to everyone else? Or?
Flambeing is when you set fire to something to burn off the alcohol, in a sense.
Okay.
So I was making a whiskey sauce because my partner and I we missed the we missed that it was Ravi Burns night. We weren't together for it, so we never made food. And we were like, right, we'll wait until next week and we'll do. So we had a Balmoral chicken, which is chicken with haggis in the middle,
right? And
either wrapped in bacon or Parma ham or whatever.
As much meat as possible, basically.
As much meat, yeah, and it's delicious. And then we made a mustard and whiskey sauce, and
nice.
we put shallots in it, butter, and then we put some whiskey in it, and then you have to set the whiskey on fire. And all I remember is my partner turning to me and going, "That is not a controlled flame."
Is it like a blowtorch?
No, it was literally like I had a lighter, so I did the whole lighter thing where you go, and it was like up in the air, and I was kind of spinning it around because it was going quite mental, and I was like,
you were spinning it. That's the solution.
Yeah, but nothing went on fire, and I did shave my hair before, so it's not like I've lost anything. But I flambéed, so yeah, it was awesome.
Theodotus Digital says, "Oh, like Zach flambéed his fuel reserves." I feel like that's going to stick with me now forever.
Yep, it is literally going to stick with you forever. That's now you. Haggis. What is haggis? Haggis. Stephen on MasterChef went. I'd go on it. I'm just not a master at it. The haggis is basically. I'm going. Should I say the joke thing and pretend?
Is it suitable? Is it a suitable joke?
Yeah. So haggis is basically a one-legged animal that runs around the hills.
That's not a joke.
That's the truth.
Yeah.
That is the truth. That's what haggis is. It is delicious. Scottish delicacy. Bam. I'm about to gross out all of North Americans. This is why I'm saying that it is a one-legged animal that runs around the hills. More on the news. Boss Lady Bees community are putting on a fundraiser on the 12th of February. They're putting together a pod of dolphins, orcas and belugas with minimum and maxed out cargo and jump range to head out in the back to find water worlds to seed with fish. Kind of screwed that up, that sentence, didn't I? They're going to be raising money for One Tree Planted, which is a non-profit focused on reforestation, and the stream is going to be on the front page of Twitch, which is phenomenal.
Yeah,
so you can follow Boss Lady B by using !! Boss Lady B in the chat. There
is a video for that on Boss Lady B's Twitter, by the way, if you did want to check out a little promo vid for that event. That is on her Twitter account.
Which is awesome. So congratulations. Congratulations. That would mean congratulations. I mean it's
congratulations
amazing.
is still fine.
Congratulations is going to happen after it. But I mean, I think it's a great event. I think it's important for the environment stuff, and I think it's a really cool idea. So well done is not really the right word, but I'm thinking it's an awesome idea. So it sounds great. Words are gone for me. It's like, see, I used to blame it on being Mondays,
So yeah,
this is me at the end of the day. I just work so hard. Why is haggis? How does it run with just one leg? It kind of like hops. It's like
yeah.
Do you want me to
Like
draw it? I can draw it on the board because
I know.
Everyone keeps mentioning
do
the
it.
board.
Do it.
The board's this side. So there's like a hill, right? And then there is a haggis, which has got its one leg.
Right.
And what it does is it kind of hops, and then hops.
Okay. This is very small, but I can just about make it out.
So it's like, can you kind of see that?
I imagine it looks like a Spoink from Pokemon.
I mean, nobody's ever really seen them. We just have them on our plate.
Right.
Kind of looks like a dusty mountain, but yeah. So that's what a haggis is. We need a bigger drawing, says Commander Shoy. You get a small drawing. That's it. Can't do any bigger. Hello Block, says Manix. Yes, sometimes I appear as the Block Benedetti. Is that an Easter egg? It did look like an Easter egg. 07 Osashes, how are we? Looks lewd. That's why I quickly took it off, because I realised that as I was doing it. But we've got quite an interesting segment next. So we're going to jump over to the content holder, because this is something new that you've been trying to put in now, isn't it,
Bruce,
Zach?
let's give credit to Bruce as well. He also picked some of this stuff up last week.
No. Bruce isn't here. We don't give him credit. That's
okay. Sorry.
He gets enough credit.
This is entirely my doing.
Good. He's the community favourite, so you need to always shoot him down when you can.
Okay. So yeah, the first one, basically we got these from Reddit, the great subreddit, the Elite Dangerous subreddit. And the first one is a incredible elite anime art, which I just think it really reminds me of like Cowboy Bebop sort of stuff. And this is by the user Cupperbee. I think this is really awesome.
Yeah, this is really nice. I was quite surprised like how detailed the background was.
Yeah, it's not just the characters; it's the entire cockpit.
Yeah, you can see I'm getting quite artsy because we're about to do our stellar screenshots, but we'll continue to the next one.
Yeah, so the next one plays onto my comic Love Inside. This is The Dark Crate Rises by the user Panzer, or XX, Panzer XX. And this just reminds me of the classic sort of Batwing framed with the moon. Look.
Yeah, it's like when it kind of comes up. It kind of reminds me with what was it? I don't know why Lego Batman when he goes through the sun, he goes, "Oh yeah." How you spell the artist? So it's CUPPABEE.
Yeah.
So that's Cuppa B.
If you head to Reddit, it should be one of the top posts on there. So if you want to find it and support that way, you'll find it on the subreddit Elite Dangerous.
Yes. So Kingpin Gaming UK says, I heard rumour that the cooked Thargoid is similar in taste and texture to a haggis. I've tasted haggis. I've never tasted Thargoid. So that's going to be interesting. But next, we're going to move on to more kind of artistic looking pictures with our weekly stellar screenshots. Would you like to explain to the audience, if they don't know already, what stellar screenshots?
Sure. So Stellar Screenshots is a weekly competition where basically we pick out 10 of the best images each week, and you can win a unique paint job that is only given to winners of Stellar Screenshots.
I'm not even allowed them.
No, I'm not allowed them either.
Yeah, we make that just a general rule. You're not allowed to do anything. Yeah, so if you go into any of our social channels and put in hashtag Stellar Screenshot, you've got a chance of winning, just like Commander Ham3R. I know it's Hammer, but
I'm sure that's exactly how it's meant to be pronounced.
Ham3R. I am Commander Ham3R. Well done. I really like this shot because of the pink trail that has been left behind, I believe is correct. It's got a nice focus in the front, and
it's like depth of field. It's like depth of fielded out, isn't it? It's focused on the tracks.
Yes, and Bitey is asking, is there going to be an alpha for Odyssey? So we've already announced that we've had to push Odyssey back, and any kind of update and news on that, we will let you know. Coming into the future, so that includes any information on the alpha and PC and console releases. As we said, we've had to split them apart. So well done, Hammer. Congratulations, that was a great win. Now, I know you put these in order, but I kind of realised while we're going through this, I might have screwed up your order.
Okay.
But I think this one's right. Yes, this is Commander Juntrix.
JN Tracks.
Juntrix.
Yeah, so this is a asteroid belt next to an Earth-like world, and you know what I really like about this one, Stephen? I really like the symmetry in this one, especially with the brown straight down the middle. I just think it's beautifully shot.
It's not straight down the middle though.
Is it not?
You have to tilt your head slightly for it to be.
Maybe my head's always at a tilted angle.
I was gonna say, hey guys, what up? I mean, it is down the middle, but it is slightly angled to the left.
Sorry, everyone. I did forget that Stephen is an expert in the field of in-game photography.
I'm not an expert in in-game photography. I'm just a bit pernickety with angles and stuff. Oh, guys, we've met. No, it is an absolutely lovely shot. It is about 2 or 3 degrees off, says Osric. Slightly, but still a stunning picture. Well done. The next one is from Commander Katif. Is that? Look, it is in the right order so far.
Nice. So yeah, this one is of Event Horizon, and I believe that this is a fleet carrier in this image. But there is also a science relay, I believe, called Event Horizon that was sort of built as a reward for the Distant Worlds 2 expedition. But either way, it's a cool name, and it's a really cool shot, just highlighting the side of it.
Event Horizon.
It's a cool name, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. Stunning. Steven and his OCD. Yes, Phoenix. That's so true. This next one is by Commander Chloe. Right order.
I like how you're so impressed that they're in the right order so far. You did this, Stephen.
I know, I'm surprised myself. N Budinik. Are there any drops for this stream? No, there is not any drops for this stream. Just so you know that this is a Tuesday Supercruise news. We'll let you know if there's any more drops in the future.
Yep. So this one from Commander Chloe is an in-cockpit view of a Son of a Sirius flare. You just see it on the right there, Stephen. I really enjoy the very wide field of view on this one. That's what I think makes this image stand out.
Do you know what it kind of reminds me of? It's like, you know, when you're sitting there and you're playing and you're jumping and you think, oh, I can go get that cup of tea.
Yeah, and then you spawn right in.
And then you run back in and you see your cockpit and there's just that bit and you're like, oh no, and you run down, you have to try and move it. Stunning shot though.
Where do we submit our photos? So you can use hashtag Stellar Screenshots on Twitter, you can comment underneath the latest Stellar Screenshots post on Facebook, or you can post them in the forums in the Stellar Screenshots thread.
Yes, Glass Commander says, can we ask questions here? We can. If we don't have the answer or we can't answer, we won't, but we'll try our best. This next one is Commander Natiba.
So now you've gone out of order, but that's fine. We can rectify. So this is a Majestic class interdictor with a starport sort of looming in the background, and I think this is a very very dramatic shot.
Yeah. Sorry, I got totally distracted by Brian M.
What's he saying?
It said, I was walking my dog in Ayrshire at dawn, misty morning. Suddenly I got a chill. Knew I was being watched, my dog barking. Then a haggis charged us and attacked my poor dog. I hope you killed and ate the haggis. Knet3 says, Thargoid heart, flambe with levy and brandy. Top dish.
Fancy.
Top dish.
Very fancy.
The next little screenshot is from Commander Nomadromio. Did I get that in the right order? Kind of.
Well, let's just roll with it. This is a Thargoid. There's pretty much eclipse in the sun, and I think this is a very special image. Any thoughts on this one, Stephen, in particular?
I'm trying to keep up the kind of the non-school humour that kind of comes out of this one. No, I always love looking at Thargoids, especially like how in the back you can see the kind of trail coming off of it.
Yeah.
And no matter what it is, and it always looks organic. Like, I know the ship is meant to look organic, but even like the engine trails and the way they kind of dust off and vapor off, it's just so stunning.
It's very different, isn't it? Obviously, to the human ships.
Yeah. Karumba says vegetarian haggis is a lot easier to catch. You just have to stand under a tree and they drop, usually about 4 p.m. on a Wednesday. Now, I have a thing.
Okay.
I don't believe in vegetarian haggis. Now, I believe in vegetarians and vegans, and I believe everybody has the right to call and eat whatever they want, but you physically, realistically cannot get vegetarian haggis.
Someone will debate that with you.
It's like saying that you get a vegetarian deer. This doesn't make sense.
I see what you mean.
Yeah. So next, we'll move on from that. Commander Ollie Norris.
Yeah, so this one I just really like the positioning of the ship, the framing of the image, Stephen, looking over the planet, which again has got great lighting. So he hit this right at the best time, really. I think it's just a phenomenal image.
Yes, and Flimley set his question: if an Asp Explorer crashes into a planet and no one is there to see it, does it happen? I say yes.
Yeah, I say yes as well.
Yes, and see this image though; it does look like it's the start of like a trailer, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does. It really does. It's almost like a promo image.
It is quite. I mean, we could use a lot of these promos.
Yeah, we can.
And not pay anyone. This is from Commander Paiseru. I think it is. That's how you say it. Pixeru.
Yep. So this one is an extreme close-up of what looks to be a Thargoid interceptor, I believe. Again, really just showing off the sort of unique design of the Thargoids and the even the trails from the front side. I think are cool.
Yeah. And the next one is from Commander TLP Checky 87.
Yep, and this one again, great shot of the system with a light blue hue running through it, and it's nice to see one of these stations that's like surrounded by the asteroid belts. I think that's really cool.
Sorry, so Pixter U is in the chat and said Pixter U is how you pronounce it. Pixter U, which makes sense. Like it. I love the kind of, was it the ship kit on that and the colours, because it really reminds me of the Reavers from Firefly.
That's fair enough.
And the next one we have is Martin Shepherd. Congratulations, Commander Martin Shepherd.
Yeah, I just really like the contrast on the lighting on this one with the blue lights and the red background or orange background. I'm kind of colourblind, by the way.
What? Are you?
Only with red, brown, and orange.
So like most colours.
Three colours, yeah, sure.
Like three colours. Like they're quite integral colours. But what makes me laugh is have you ever seen New Girl when Winston, who's colourblind, gets the colour glasses and he gets to see everything? We'll do that for you one day.
Okay. It's usually fine. The trouble is when you watch something like snooker. I literally can't tell the difference between a red ball and a brown ball.
Oh man, I'm definitely going to play you at pool or snooker and then just basically be like, oh no, you hit the wrong one if you did it right. So I've seen a question from Il saying, just curious, has it been discussed if fleet carriers will have any interior that can be walked around in? I don't believe we've announced anything about interiors at the moment. And when we do, we'll make sure that they're on the forums and social. But there's no announcements on that there. Do we know the release date for the new Exp? Don't know what the Exp is.
The expansion.
Is it the expansion? No, we have not announced the release date for Odyssey as of yet, but watch this space. Not right now, but we will announce it. Why did you block the word Twitch drops? I don't believe we did, because you've used it.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do is we're going to jump into game, shall we?
Let's jump into game.
Oh no, that's both of us. This is game. So yes, guys. Again, could you just give everybody who's just shown up another kind of breakdown of what we plan on doing today?
Yeah, so we're doing a thing that Stephen has coined Couch to 5 light years. And basically, the plan is just to chill out, spend some time chatting to you guys, and playing a bit of Elite Dangerous. So we're starting in Alioth, and we're going to head to Epsilon Indi, where there is a moon called Mitterrand Hollow, I believe, that has a really crazy orbit. So I just want to go and see it, to be honest. See if we can land on it and see what happens. So I guess we'll do that. We'll cruise and we'll just chat to chat. If you do want to find the route that we're using, by the way, if you put !couch to 5 like LY, you shall see the route that we are using.
Yeah,
partially.
And if you don't know, the couch to 5 light years is just a kind of unclever way of saying couch to 5k.
Yeah.
Even
I like how you had to. You felt like you needed to explain that, so you get the full credit.
Some people may not have known. Daddy of Daddy says, "Are y'all in open? We are not in open. We get blown up far too much. I don't know. It's exciting to see us just get blown up every 5 minutes, but it means that we can't really do stuff." You don't land in Mitter and Hollow. Mitter and Hollow lands on you, apparently.
That's the that's the fun part.
That's the best part. We've got Shawside Custom says, don't mess up our BGS. We'll try not to make any effects on that.
Okay.
Do not do well. Do not do well. So as you can see, we are multi-crewed up. I'm just sitting here relaxing, and it's in case anything goes on fire, and also so I can keep on top of the chat. Is this Donaldson station named after the great Donald Donaldson? Talk about names of stations and stuff. There was a competition recently where we asked commanders to put forward their name to have their name in the game. Now, we've not announced any winners as of yet, but please know that they are coming. There is a lot of entries, so it's just taking a wee while to kind of go through them along with kind of other stuff. So please be patient. But it would quite good. What would you like it? So I don't think I would like to have Stephen Station. It'd need to be Benedetti. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I think Stephen Station works because you could get some nice alliteration in there.
Stephen Station Stalls. It's starting to sound like what's his name again? I forgot his name.
Is there PvP in this game? Says Johnny Boy 702. There is. There is indeed.
Donald Doc. Donald Doc is fantastic. What would your favourite station?
Genius.
Sean Connery, thank you, Spark. The name just went from me. Donald Doc. I love it.
Can we still request names, Stephen? Because
I know, I think we should change them. Donald Doc, smuggling to Stephen Station. Smuggling to Stephen Station, please.
If anyone's got any others in the chat, please let us know. Any other puns like that? I'd love to see them.
On their station. It's a good one. Flimley Palace. I don't think Palace is in it, but I do like it. Roy Orbital. I still think that Donald Doc is the best so far.
It is the best one.
It is definitely the best. Your Mamba So Fat. Is that the name of it? 'Cause, will you guys use more than 5 station names? Possibly. I hope so. Can I ask about Odyssey here? Yes, you can definitely. Daffy Doc is quite good as well.
Yeah, that you don't get credit for that one though because it's taking the same.
It's just
the same idea.
It's rehashed. Can I ask questions about Odyssey? You can definitely ask questions about Odyssey. Can we answer them? Depends on what question they are. Again, we do have a forum post with some new questions and answers from the weekend, which was, what was the exclamation mark for this one? It is !answers.
That was the one. That is correct. Sasha says that once we land on Mitter and Hollow, you've got to fly your SRVs up to speed and get into orbit. Okay.
I mean, you can try it. Do you have any SRVs in this?
I think so.
You have two. I think you have two.
I don't think I've ever got one into orbit before, but
I'll be fine. We'll get this. We've got, will there be any changes to engineers in Odyssey if you're able to speak about it? We have no updates on engineers at the moment, but obviously we've got engineers in. It'll be dangerous. They'll remain doing what they do at the moment, and you might see some changes to what they can do for the Odyssey side. Pizza Hut and Orbital. That's great. It's still, I'm sorry, but Donald Doc is still the best. Commander Don Lishko says, I'm a deep space explorer. Sometimes when scanning bring planets, e.g. gas with ammonia-based life, it says one new astronomical discovery, although it doesn't come up in the codex or nav panel. No obvious sign in the space. How do I locate these?
That's a weird one.
That is a weird one. I mean, they should come up. If they're not coming up, they're supposed to come up. Does anyone in the chat know where they are? Because I don't personally do a lot of exploring. I'm more combat and being sucky at races, but I love to race kind of thing. Are Twitch drops turned on? Twitch drops are not turned on. We will announce when Twitch drops come on whenever we are doing a Twitch drop stream.
It's the ring you mapped, says Bard and Fail. Oh, maybe that could be that could be what it is. Just the ring.
Guys, how will I restore my health in Odyssey? I don't believe we've announced anything about the health in Odyssey.
I
We
don't think
showed the
so.
HUD, and there's stuff there, but there is a way to maintain your suits. We did announce about the suits, so there's a way to maintain your suits, and there'll be a way to get your health back up in that. Um, there we go. We've got Commander Zerosis saying it's mostly down to the fact that even though you weren't the first to discover that gas giant in the codex, but it'll tell you when you've discovered it for yourself in that particular sector. Thank you, Commander Zerosis. Zero Axis. Really could have struggled on that.
Oh man, I actually now that I see this moon, I understand why it's great because I can't actually. It's running away from me.
What do you mean it's running away from you?
It's that fast.
It's not running away from you. It's in front of you. How can a moon run away from you?
Trust me, it's running.
Hold on. I'm gonna try and have a look outside.
I think the idea would be to you gotta let it catch you. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I'm just gonna turn around.
This is quite some good action shot I'm trying to do. Sorry. Is there any plans for any additional dev diaries? So we've not announced any additional dev diaries at the moment, but there might be some in the future. So please keep an eye out, and we'll let you know. Where is the moon gone? Have you flown away from the moon?
The moon is coming round the corner.
There it is. Look at that moon. That's a moon, guys. That's a moon. Look. That's a moon.
I'm kind of scared.
Is it going to hit you?
I don't know. I hope that we can just.
Pretty
The
sure
idea
this-
is that we just orbit it for now, and then go down. But the
You've got
Supercruise assist is not a fan.
It's really not a job. This might be a manual one that you have to go for.
I think we're good. I think.
You've got this. Look, you're getting on it. It's just crazy because I'm spinning with it. Oh,
Look at it. This is crazy.
that's insane.
Look how fast this is.
Look at that. Night, guys. What was that thing there? Daytime, nighttime. Oh, it was that voiceover from Thingies. That's what this is. Daytime, nighttime, daytime. Jesus.
It's just a cool
Too
one as
fast
well.
for orbital cruise.
Yeah, way too
Zach
fast.
Osasha says Zach caught it like a pro.
See, Osashis is trying to get in my good books because he's aware that his time is coming.
Oh
to,
yeah,
his time is
yeah.
coming.
So for anybody who missed it on, I'm just gonna follow this moon on my.
Yeah, just chill out. I'm just cruising.
If I need to actually go into the game to do this. If anybody missed Thursday night's full throttle live stream, you can go and check it out on YouTube, where we had Osashis and Commander Black Maze join us to show off one of the tracks for their Scarab Mystery Challenge. I went against Osashis. I was brave. I knew I probably wasn't going to do well, but I was brave and I took the challenge, and I decided, it was worth it all in the end, even though I blew up and didn't really make it. And Zach, apparently, he dropped out, and
It was a technical issue.
he had a technical issue. But his actual response was that he just doesn't think Osashis is ready to face him because he's one of the top three
In the world,
in
yeah.
the world.
And
for
the other
this
two,
reason.
the other two taught me everything I know.
Yeah, the other two taught him everything you know.
Yeah.
And he has to wait until Osashis wins the Scarab Mystery Challenge. You'll really regret saying all this after I'm telling everyone now. He has to wait until Osashis wins before he will accept a challenge off of him. So we will be pulling back another full throttle live stream. We will ask Osashis to come back on and to basically get Zach to put his money where his mouth is.
Yeah.
Which I think is going to be awesome. Yeah, everyone's putting technical issues.
There was plenty of technical issues on that stream, Steve.
There was plenty. Some of them were me as well. To get teams. Is there a good way to get a team's zoom background of my favourite cockpit? I mean, my only recommendation could be maybe to grab a screenshot of Elite and put it in. So will the Pioneer skin be attainable on console in any way, considering we may not get a pre-order, or will we get a pre-order? It's a very good question with the pre-orders. Let me take that one, and we will ask Dev and see what the plan is for that. Twitch drop actives. No, Twitch drops are not active today. Sorry. They will be in the future. Medium Gatamaya ship is possible in the future, says Nelian. No idea.
We can neither confirm nor deny anything to do with ships.
No, we've got no ships to announce. Thank you so much, Stephen, says Piglet Stand. You're welcome. Will Donald Duck be in the game soon? Nervous. I think
if we do, I know what was it we were saying last week about if we do one thing, it'll be this. I think it was the cow paint, which we decided that we couldn't do.
It was the cow paint. No, we were making a joke that everybody wanted a cow paint job. No, somebody said something about the cow paint job, and we said we have to put that in the game. We're not going to put in anything else. We're halting development, and then I got a lot of people upset with me because they thought I was stealing. They thought I was stealing the paint job, which was for Psycho Cow. Will anything be updated for consoles when Odyssey launches for PC? Charlie Boy says, very good question. Just to say to everybody, we do know that people are upset with the news around Odyssey not being released on console at the same time. We've already made an announcement about it. We've already kind of explained why we think it's the right move. We do understand it's stressful. Please know that as a community team, at least in ourselves, we understand that frustration. And it's the same for the development team. They don't want it to go that way either, but that's kind of the way it is. And we will do all that we can to kind of support console players. And to that point,
we are working on a lot of stuff behind the scenes for every player. No matter what platform you're on, which will be this year.
Exactly. So it's wrong move for the community, but right for the business, says Commander Orange Phoenix. And again, it's a decision that was made, and we can talk about it just now and debate about what was right and what was wrong, but it's kind of just how it's going to go. And obviously, in November, we'll all be together and we'll all be in Elite Dangerous Odyssey. And that's what we're hoping for.
So I have escaped this moon, Stephen.
You have escaped the moon. You've done really well for that. They're coming in and coming out of the moons.
And I'm on the way to another moon, which I'm interested in seeing. Apparently, this one is quite difficult to land at.
Yeah, but you did a good job.
You
did a good job at the last one, so that's good at least. So anyone seen the new 2021 Benz S interior? Looks like it was made by Guatemala. No, I didn't see that. And there was another question, which was change the name of the station, all name of stations to Donald Duck on the April Fools. That'd be great. Dio does says shame for every dev working from home. Shame for everybody working home. It's a very hard time for everybody. It's very difficult for everyone working at home at the moment, and unfortunately, it does take a pressure. I mean, especially as we're quite fortunate that we stream from home, and a lot of other people still can't do those kind of things. It was just obviously I was right there, ready to hit the button and go and streaming from home and keeping it up. But some people don't have the luxury or the internet to do it. I mean, you can kind of Scrooge McDuck. Phoenix Fire might have better. Scrooge McDuck might actually be better. Bye says Bone Idol. Bye 07 Commander. Thank you for joining. I believe that. Yeah. So Don Amor, I think is that how you say it. It says, thanks for the stream. Do you guys happen to know when the names of the ports? We mentioned that earlier, and we've not got anything to announce at the moment. There's a lot of entries, so give us a bit of time, but we will announce on all of our channels. That's same to you, Zetoraki, who were the winners of the surname drawing. We've not decided yet. It's not decided. Somebody else is doing that just now, and we'll announce when we're ready to do so. There's a lot of surnames.
There is a lot.
So when can we see some gameplay footage longer than 10 seconds of Space Legs? Says I am Ghost Owl. Obviously we want to share as much as Elite Dangerous as we can, and we'll do that when we can. And we just ask that you kind of be a bit patient, and we can't wait to show you this stuff that's coming out. Boaty McBoatface meme in Cyberpunk apparently. I'm called Serious Spaceman, and you're called Spacey McSpaceface, aren't you?
I can't actually. I don't know what my name is currently.
You're Spacey McSpaceface.
Okay.
So we've decided that we kind of want to change two of the account names. I want to call them. I want to call our fourth account. I wanted it to be in alphabetical order. So mine was called Deep Space. What was it? Deep Space Dandy.
I just understood why this is a.
Yeah, I caught that perfectly. Deep Space Dawn. What was I was wanting to call it? Deep Space Dude or something. Docky McDog Face Doc. The English gent says we do understand the difficulty of delaying Odyssey release for console and hope that something can be done down the road to mediate the impact on console players. With this in mind, do we have any idea when Arthur may be able to get back to the community regarding First Footfalls? Not at the moment. Please know that Arthur has been working weekends and nights, and he is in constant amount of meetings about everything. Yep. And trust me, see, as soon as we can say anything about Footfall, we know it's a burning question at the moment. As soon as we can say anything, we will definitely announce it. Stephen needs to be called Commander Curly Wurly. So I can struggle to say it every time. I'd like to see more decals of CG rewards. So would we. It's something we are obviously discussing with, but just remember decals takes it up for some development time, which their main focus at the moment is on Odyssey. The pilot says, is there a reason why you guys aren't showing off what is already done? Yes, we have our reasons. Our reasons always comes down to the company strategy. There's two plans. There's development strategy. There's marketing strategy. These are the ways that we kind of work. If we don't think something's ready to show and to show the best of its abilities, or to show a certain thing we want to show off, or there's many different reasons we won't show it. So we'll show it when it's ready. Because why would we do it before? Are we going to see new Thargoid warships? Like motherships or hive ships? We've got nothing to announce on any Thargoid ships at the moment. Have you done an entire mission from station to ground in Odyssey Alpha? We've nothing to announce about Odyssey Alpha or touching the Odyssey Alpha. Any idea for plans for interior customization, dashboard materials, or HUD colouring? We have nothing to announce on that at the moment. Would internal paint jobs be a possibility? It would be nice, but I think they're low on wallpaper. No, that was a bad joke. No, we've got nothing to announce. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing with internal paint jobs. Don't quote me on it, because next week somebody will announce that there's internal paint jobs, and I'll be like, oh crap. Nothing to show or announce about anything. Gurr says Commander LSDMT. No, again, we're not announcing anything on our Supercruise news. We normally just talk about any main news that's happened, and also play a wee bit of Elite Dangerous and chill. And we know it's frustrating, the lack of news that's coming out. Trust me, I'm the one that's giving it. So we are aware. So this is like pleading the fifth. I know I'm pleading. Well, we get capes. No capes.
Capes would be a great addition.
No capes. You're not allowed capes. You'll get caught up in a wormhole.
That's true. That is true.
So yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'd love to tell you more, but right now I can't. Odyssey will have a neon skin suits like the paint job, says Dennis. I mean, there is going to be different kind of skin suits for your suits, which is awesome. No capes. Refund. The Haggis Club. I think we should get a Haggis Club decal made.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah,
Haggis Hub.
Haggis Hub. That's what we should call it. Haggis Hub. The Haggis Hub. This is the Haggis Hub. Welcome. Yeah. Again, so like, will there be any additional vehicles in Odyssey? What's been done into the graphics for Odyssey? Again, this is our Tuesday Supercruise news stream where we talk about Elite Dangerous news, and when we have any big announcements, we normally really focus them on Odyssey, and we'll announce it and we'll let you know. If there was any questions that I could answer, I would. Unfortunately, I can't. And sadly, it's just a good repeat of me saying sorry, nothing to announce. Can we go without clothes in Odyssey? I don't know, but I don't know why you'd want to. I mean, it's freezing, wet, and miserable right outside. See, if I was on a distant planet, I wouldn't want to walk around in my pants.
No.
Can we have a new station called Haggis Hub? Me and Zach are going to put a petition forward.
I'm making a list in my head of all the stations that we've decided that must now be in the game.
I know. We're going to have a phone call with Dev later. The pilot says, but you're pleading the fifth on news. I'm not pleading the fifth. I'm just saying we don't have anything to announce at this time.
We'll sacrifice our own names being in the game, Stephen.
I know. I take my name out just to put in Haggis Hub and what was the other one? Donald Doc.
Yeah.
or McScrooge. Was it Scrooge McDog was the other one. I love them. Is Haggis Hub in Raxla? That is redacted. Is Raxla a findable location in the game? Redacted. Haggis Hope. There's only hope with Haggis. But we've saw the 2 moons. I think we've done a nice wee bit of exploration.
Yeah.
Are we happy?
Yeah, I mean, we can obviously carry this little route on at some point in the future.
Yes, the couch to 5 light years.
The couch to 5 light years can continue if people in the chat want it to continue at some point. But yeah, those 2 moons are very interesting. And again, if you wanted to check out those moons, the route that I was taking is available in the chat if you put !couch to 5 ly.
Yeah, not exactly. Well, we're just going to jump back over to the main. So thank you everybody who's joined us on this week's Supercruise news, where we talk about community news and anything that we've announced in the game in the last couple of weeks. But just want to say thank you for everybody coming on. And again, we know that there is frustration and there is want for knowledge and things to happen around Elite Dangerous Odyssey and in Elite. And if there's any more AMAs, if there's any more things in the future, please know that we will announce everything when we can. We don't want to keep anything from you. And finally, we really want to scream this stuff out from the rooftops, and we're excited to share it with you. We know it's frustration. We know it's frustrating, but we can't wait until we're all there together at the end of it all. But also, Thursday night, 7 p.m. UTC, we will be back with another Elite Dangerous live stream. We're really looking forward to that. So come and join us, please. 7 p.m. UTC on Twitch and YouTube. Have you got anything to say before we go?
I'd like to say thank you to Stephen for being such a great co-host as always. It's my favourite part of the week, Stephen, is when we team up on these streams.
Oh, I thought it was just spending time with me.
That too.
That too. See, you shouldn't be nice to us because we'll never be nice back. This is what you get with Arthur.
What mic does that use? Right now, it's a blue snowball, but that will probably change.
Yes, it should do in the future. Okay, guys, thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you on Thursday.